Okay, here we are. Another day. Let's see here. Obviously, we're somewhere different today. Yeah, we're a little different today. I'm by Ratchayotin right now, which is about a half an hour from my house. But today I just thought of something yesterday. I thought how many, I'm not really like, I think of myself as a YouTuber, and now, I mean, maybe in the beginning I thought, oh, I'm addicted to it. But now I think I'm not really addicted to it. It's kind of, I do it because it's something to do. And, I make a little bit of money, but it's not a huge amount. And it's kind of fun sometimes. So that's why I do it. And I've been doing it for almost 13 years now. So it's a long time. And I thought, oh, yesterday I was just thinking about it. And I thought, what about the people who are addicted to it? And what about the live streamers, the videographers, the people who are making content? And I thought, there's probably a lot of people out there that are addicted to it. And then I started thinking about it. I thought, I bet you there's even more people addicted to it that are not content creators, but they are viewers, which kind of goes against what I'm saying right now, as far as, my channel and, hey, watch me and all that other kind of stuff. But that, I think some people are definitely addicted. And let's just cut the crap. And I think some people, many people, most people are probably addicted to YouTube. They watch one video and then maybe they see something and it's a little educational, so they continue to watch. It doesn't matter if it's retiring to Thailand or what is your best camera or whatever it is, but people watch, right? And most people go, oh, I'm going to watch this one video, or I'll watch a couple videos. Next thing you know, they're watching and watching and watching. And, maybe 2 hours later, they're like, they're in the beginning they're in Thailand, and then later on they're in Paraguay or something like that. And so and then after that they're, oh, how to restore your truck, or how to build the inside of your van or something like that. So I was just thinking about that yesterday. I know it's not really in the theme of this channel so much, but it is YouTube, and I figure, hey, I might as well talk about it. Good morning, everybody. Sawadee Cup. Today I'm meeting a viewer, which I don't do very often, but I feel like I've gotten to know him a little bit, so I'm gonna meet him today. And I was gonna meet him here in this place. And it's not a bad place. I mean, to me, I mean, it's a big place. It's a two-story place. It's like a storage container kind of place. It's like two storage containers. Um, but they got so much junk here, and it's not in the best location. Is that a coffee club? No. Um, you know, it's in this Rachiotin Plaza or whatever. It's by the uh, what do you call it? The movie theater. And this is kind of hidden in the back. So I was going to meet him here, and now I think I'm going to go out on the main street there, you know, just on the main road into this place. There's a 1-2 coffee, and I've had 1-2 coffee before, and it's pretty good. They have it in the Mall Bankapi. So I'm going to go there at maybe 9:30. I'm going to get off out of here and go there. But it's, you know, the thing is that nowadays you look at it, and most of the people that you know are probably watching YouTube or have watched YouTube at one time or another, and most of them are somewhat addicted. The viewers. But YouTube isn't really built for you. It's built, and it's not built to inform you or educate you or anything like that. It has nothing to do with me. It's built to keep you on the platform as long as possible. Um, and it doesn't really matter if you're being educated, if you're learning something, or you're laughing at something. You know, you're laughing at some fart video or whatever it is, or, you know, you're just zoning out, or you're listening in the background. It doesn't care as long as it keeps you here. It wants you here longer and more often, and it wants to pull you down the rabbit hole. So the whole model is based on your getting your attention. And at this point, I'm not really, I mean, yeah, of course I try to get your attention. Personally, I try to put a title up that maybe will get you guys to view, but I'm not looking for something that's, you know, like over the top. I just don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, listen, normally we have 60, 70 people. Sometimes we get 80 people. Right now we got like 13 people. And you know what? I don't really care. I mean, you know, it is what it is. But I'm not trying to get your attention all the time. The idea is that we have a conversation, maybe you learn a little something, maybe you gain a little insight, and then if you come to Thailand or you go to another part of Southeast Asia or to another country where I've been, you learn something, you figure it out, and you don't have to worry about it. Because as I was telling somebody the other day, who was it? I think it was my friend Steve. When I first came over here, there was absolutely nothing except for books. You either bought a book or you got some information from a friend about a place to go. Hey, you might want to try this place. You might want to try that place. Oh, go to this place in Thailand. Hey, there's this great bar in Bangkok. You got to try it out. But there wasn't really, the internet was not developed. There weren't forums. There weren't a lot of, I mean, when I came over here, there was Prodigy, if you remember Prodigy. But anyway, your time on this platform is the currency that YouTube wants. That's what they care about. The longer you're hooked and the more you watch, the more valuable you are. And you're valuable to me, but like, really, I mean, I value you guys. I'll admit it, I do. I value you to a point. I don't value you more than I value my kids and my wife. And, you know, I mean, as a viewer. So, let's see here. Creators, people like me, we're part of the same machine. We make the stuff that you watch. We study titles. I do a little bit. I try to pick the best title. I come up with different ideas for titles, and then I pick the best one. Same with thumbnails. And then, you know, once in a while I look at the analytics. I'm not somebody who like gets into it so much where I'm sitting here and studying it day in and day out. And this is a full-time job. No, it's not. I'll be honest with you. Maybe at one point it was. It started out it wasn't. It was just something I was doing. Then it was like, oh, I got to get better at it. And it was kind of a full-time job. I got to say something to this girl. She's if she comes in here. She's got a shirt on that says, she looks so meek. No. ก็เสื้อก็ we are a pack of wolves เข้าใจไหมข้างล่าง we are a pack of wolves เป็นม้าผา no on the back no ข้างล่างไม่ใช่แฟกต์ก็เขาเขียนเราเป็นม้าผา She doesn't understand me. หมาผ้า Wolves. You're a wolf. And you don't look like a wolf. It was meant to be a joke, but you know, it didn't stick, so whatever. Anyway, she was very nice to me when I came in here, but very meek. And she's got a shirt on that says, we're a pack of wolves. Anyway, yeah, my pa. You're my pa. Team, okay. Part of the team. She's the, what do they call it? She's the beta or something like that. Anyway. Yeah, now doing all this stuff, you know, I mean, a lot of people, they learn what people want to watch. I mean, I kind of know what people want to see. This live stream is not necessarily one of the more popular subjects because people don't care. If you're addicted, if you're burnt out on creating for YouTube or anything, listen, I don't want to hear people whining about that. You know, I mean, you think about it. You got guys, they got 3 million subscribers. And then one day they're like, oh, guys, I've got to take time off. Like Casey Neistat did it. PewDiePie has done it. There's been a lot of people that have done it. They go, oh, I don't want to get burnt out. So you just go, I'm not going to do it anymore. Then they come back after a month or two. And some people, like, what was that girl's name? She was all right. What was her name? Jenna. Jenna something. And she got so much shit for doing a couple of things online. She just went, that's it, I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. She said, screw it, I'm not doing it. So she did it as a job, as a way to make money. She wasn't addicted to it, or she would still be here, you know. And that's the thing, is some people, they care about the numbers, they care about, you know, hey, listen, I care. I want to hit 20,000 subscribers. And at some point, I'd like to hit 25,000. Now, if I do that, I'll be like, okay, that's pretty good. You know, I mean, it ain't great. I'd like to hit 50. I'd like to hit 100. But you know what? It is what it is. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. So, you know, that's just the way it goes. And I look at it like, hey, you know, if I don't know, if maybe I was a little bit different, maybe I'd get more viewers, or maybe I'd get less. But, you know, I've been doing this since 2013, and there has been a bit of an evolution on YouTube. And they try to do things on YouTube. Oh, guess what? You can do this. We're giving you this tool and that tool. It's going to make you more money and all this other. Most of the time, you are the one who controls whether or not you're doing things to get money. That's why in the beginning of my streams I say, what is it that I say? I talk about my book. Oh yeah, you got to get my book, right? That's a way to make money. Some people don't do that. Some people don't say a word about it, and they make bundles, and some people make nothing. I saw a guy here, or on YouTube, I saw a video, and it was something that I like. I don't remember what it is, but the guy had been, he'd had the video online for like a week. I think it said 6 days. He had 2 views. And I was like, oh man, that's rough. 2 views in 6 days. That's really rough, you know. But maybe he doesn't care. And listen, if I got 2 views on a video, I don't know that I would be like, oh shit, I gotta keep making videos. I might be like, all right, I'll give it 10 videos, and then after that, I'm done. They got some food here, but I'm not eating it. It looks all right. It's all the same here in these coffee shops. It's all junk. It's all little cakes and sweets, brownies, cookies, cakes, banana bread. I'm not going to eat any of it. Anyway, today's question is, are viewers addicted? It's who's really hooked, the viewers or the creators or both? And more importantly, is there anything that we want to do about it? Because personally, I don't. Listen, people get addicted to various things. There are worse things than to be addicted to YouTube. You could be addicted to heroin. You could be addicted to coke. You could be addicted to alcohol. You could be addicted to cigarettes. To me, that's a lot worse than YouTube. I don't think, honestly, I don't think that I'm addicted to YouTube by any means. And I do take time off every once in a while. And I've thought about just ending the live streams. I'm not going to live stream anymore. Why? Or maybe every 3 months I'll do 1 live stream. Or every month I'll do 1 live stream. And that's it. And I've thought about it. And I just thought, well, not yet. But, you know, I've cut back a lot. And that's because I'm retired. I have time. Oh, they still have this John L. Sullivan here. I just noticed that. If you see that there's a John L. Sullivan, the boxer, from like 1895 when he was the champion. And I noticed that on their I don't know, on the website or on the maps or whatever I was looking up to this place. Anyway, in case you don't know, I'm Scott, and I've been living here in Thailand a long time, 30 plus years, and I've been making videos and live streams about Thailand for about almost 13 years now. The only thing that I would say is, hey, if you like it and want to click like, please do so. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe. If you want to give money, okay, you can do it, whatever. I'm not begging you for it. I'm not asking you for it. Do whatever you want. That's pretty much how it works. At this point, I'm kind of like, do what you want. Like me, don't like me. You don't like me, you want. I got a message the other day. What was that person that said that to me? They said something. Well, thank you, bud. They said something about, they said, what was this? What did this have to do with? It had to do about something about the ties. I can't remember what it was, but the guy said, you're an American complaining about Thailand. And first of all, I wasn't complaining. I was pointing out there are some negatives in Thailand, not just positives, which a lot of people, oh, it's so beautiful here. The weather is great. It's fantastic. I saw a guy yesterday on Instagram. He's been here for 6 months. He lives in Pattaya. Seems like a nice guy. Seems fairly intelligent. He's talking about how great it is. Oh my God, the people are so wonderful. They're this, they're that. And I go, you know what? You're still in the honeymoon phase, buddy. The people are wonderful. But that doesn't mean that every once in a while there's not an asshole that you run into. And sometimes you just eat it. There's assholes everywhere. You know. So, you know, that's the thing. I try to tell the truth. That's the main thing. I try to tell the truth most of the time. Or all of the time. Most of the time. Well, I don't want to hurt anybody, but I want to tell them as truthfully as I can something. And what was it the guy was asking me the other day? He said, all I'm going to do, I don't want to get him into this. I don't want to put him in the stream or anything like that. I don't want to say names or anything. But he was saying how he wants to make his girl happy, which, of course, listen, it's nice to make somebody happy, but not at your own expense. I mean, it's okay to make somebody happy, but like, if you're the one suffering because of it, that's not a good thing. I would just put that out there for people. I would put it out there to people that if you're still one of these guys, you haven't learned yet. You don't go to bars for a girlfriend, because most of the time these girls are laughing at you. They're going, what is it? This guy fell in love with me after we went 2 times. He screwed me twice. And they're like, what's the deal? How come this guy's so in love with me already? And they're like, maybe he's going home. He's going home in, 2 weeks. And, oh, baby, don't work in the bar. I don't want anybody to touch your body. She's working in Pattaya, of all places. Now, you really want to say to your significant other, well, I met her at this bar that I went to in Pattaya, little beer bar. She was a cutie. She just started working there. She was the cashier, yeah. And we fell in love. I don't know. I just think you can do better. Do better. That's the thing. Listen, my wife is not some gorgeous, phenomenal woman who's a 10 or 11. Listen, I met her, she was 21 years old. She was fine then. And I still love her. But she's popped out a couple kids. She's gained a few pounds, as I have. She's a little more set in her ways. She's got her things that she likes to do, and I just let her be, But we get along. Even when we don't get along, we get along. And so, but I didn't meet her in a bar. That's the thing. And I think if you do that, listen, even if you meet her at Climax or something, you meet her at some bar on Soy 7, well, it doesn't matter where it is. You meet her in that kind of a place, and you're not going to be like getting the cream of the crop. I'm sorry. They're not some very educated, well-spoken Thai woman that you're proud to be with. That's how I look at it. You may be with some dirty little farm girl, and that's okay sometimes because she's a great girl. But if you meet one that's, screwed everybody and their brother and their cousin, do you really want to be with them? I don't know. To me, that's not what I wanted. So that's why I didn't end up with that. But anyway, getting back to YouTube. I forgot this part. You want to send me a message for some reason, you need a consultation, you need to talk to me, whatever it is. Consultations and talking on the internet or we have the group chat in line. There's a QR code. My nose itches. There's a QR code and there's a link in the community post that I posted, I don't know, about a month ago. But the email address is anamericaninbangkok@gmail.com. Now, one of the reasons, the main reason that people come to YouTube is to relax and to get educated and to be entertained. That's what it is. But it's not meditation. It's a sort of constant stimulation. I got myself a dirty coffee here. Which actually, this dirty coffee, it's a bit old now. It's about 15 minutes old. No, it's actually about 30 minutes old. It's not as cold as it was before. What? She was what? So it's not as good right now as it was when I first had it, but it's very good. It's probably better than 1-2 coffee and better than Pacamara. And Pacamara has it down pretty well, and it's good, but I don't know that it's great. They need to make it a little bit colder. All right. The thing is that the algorithm that draws you into watching one video after another video after another video, that algorithm is feeding you some dopamine. You get a little hit, and it's content, and it's not necessarily supposed to satisfy you, but it's supposed to, you're supposed to go, oh, that was pretty good. Now, oh, I want another one. And that's what people do. You don't really realize how much time has passed by. You think about it. You go, I was looking at, it could be Facebook, whatever, Instagram. It doesn't really matter. You're watching something on YouTube and you watch it and then you watch something else and you go, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to hurry up, I gotta go to work. And you're like, okay, let me watch this one. Then before you know it, you go, oh shit, I gotta leave. What am I doing? I'm gonna be late. Because it sucks you into the rabbit hole. You don't even notice. And this is the way they engineer it. They know exactly what they're doing. And your brain is kind of being drip fed some kind of a novelty or unique information or whatever it is. I mean, with me, you know, I don't know. I don't know what you get. You get information, you get educated, you get whatever. Oh my God. My wife just sent me a message. We have a third cat, Luciano. Luciano was a tiny little kitten that was outside. My wife brought it in because it was pouring rain and she felt bad for it. And I was like, listen, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Now that she knows this is it. But she brought it in. She said, listen, I'll put it in Nicholas's room and, you know, that's it. I said, okay, whatever. Then the next thing I know, the thing's got the run of the house. She just sent me a message. Nicholas was sleeping, and we call her Lucci, him, Lucci. We thought it was a girl, but now we see some balls, so we're calling it Lucci for Luciano. Because of the cat that we saw in Ripley, the series on Netflix. There was a cat that was always sitting in the same spot, and then it was like looking up when the guy was going up. And so Nicholas is sleeping, and I guess Lucci took a dump on him. Which happened to Alex once too. One of the, I think Sid or no, Nancy, the cat Nancy took a dump on him, and that's why I'm like, I don't want these cats around me when I'm sleeping. I don't want them running around. I don't want them here. Put them up in the room. Get them away from me. Because I don't want this. I don't want a cat licking my nose to wake me up. I don't want it running over me and jumping on my head. I don't want any of it. All internet video is real. Yeah. Okay. Except this channel. Uh-huh. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Anyway. You don't really notice how much time you're spending on videos most of the time. That's what happens with people who are watching. And, you know, each new clip kind of says, this is going to help me scratch the itch. And you think it will. Oh, God. And Sid took a dump on her. Oh, that's disgusting. That is so disgusting. The other day, we're watching TV, and I see Sid right before the kitchen. He's like sniffing something. I can't see it. And then Alex is like, ah! And my wife runs over. They look down, and Alex runs and grabs a couple of paper towels, cleans it up. She wipes it up or whatever. I'm like, is that what I think it was? I'm like, these cats need to learn. They need to shit in a box. And they do most of the time. But, man, one of them shits on me, that's the end. That is the end of them. They are dead. All right. Hi, what bothers me about YouTube, some YouTube big vloggers can say and do just about anything, but the average Joe does one small incorrect video gets taken down. Well, I'll be honest, I've never had any videos taken down, ever. I've had people try to take them, a couple down, and they couldn't take them down. TikTok is worse on addiction, short attention span. Yeah, just like Instagram, just like the Facebook, little Facebook, all this stuff that's real short. And that's why I don't watch you. I don't watch TikTok. I don't watch much of YouTube, to be honest, because I don't want to see it. My wife will show me these little cat videos where the cats are smacking the owner or massaging the owner or fighting with another cat and, you know, like going back and forth. And I'm like, I don't care about this stuff. I may be an asshole, but I don't want to get into it. The only thing that I do is I live stream and I make some videos. And that's it. Well, I don't know. Why don't you look? Maybe you can find out. Maybe you can collect your data. We're not talking about that in this stream, but if you must know, the condo prices and the prices of real estate are pretty not as high as they usually are. But you're going to have to, it's all about what you can negotiate. That's the truth. And you know, that's the thing. Yeah, I don't shop for condos. I got a video coming up about why it's smarter just to rent. Listen, I got a 2-bedroom. I got a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 2-bath townhouse, 2 stories, and it's 7,000 baht a month. Now, it's a little older, I will say that. I mean, we've been there for probably 11 years. But before that, we lived in a house. That house was 6,000 baht. And it was 4 bedrooms and 3 baths. 6,000 baht. Now, nowadays, I mean, you know, you're looking around, it might be 10,000, okay? But you're renting for 10,000. Then if you get sick of this place after 3 years, or let's say 15 years, now you don't have to sell the house. Yeah, you just might spend a little more, but you're not trying to sell a house. Because if you know anything about houses here, they're generally not going to sell in like 2 months. That's not how it works. And if you know anything about Thais, they don't want to buy a second-hand car, and they don't want to buy a second-hand house. So you're behind the 8 ball before you even start, right? I mean, you think about it. So YouTube is not really entertainment. It's kind of manipulation if you think about it. And the scariest part of it is that they have it engineered now to where it's seamless. It feels like it's natural, that you just go from one video to another, and that's it. But really, it's not. It's not seamless. It's not natural. And some people say, oh yeah, I'm learning. Yeah, I get that you can learn some things. It's a great place for information. You get a lot of information. Sometimes I learn about coffee. I have a couple people that I watch online and I learn about it. And sometimes I just go and go online and research it through different websites or different articles and figure it out that way. You know. So it is very helpful. What does this say? Yeah. What? Yeah. Loom. Got the. Oh, now. When you find something new on a channel, it's like your brain is rewarding you with that little hit of dopamine, And so the educational information can keep you locked in and you keep coming back. Even, listen, I mean, sometimes hey, thanks, man. Thanks, TkyoSam. Sammy, I saw some of your photos the other day. Honest, I'm not just saying this, I'm not blowing smoke up your ass, but you do look like you lost some weight. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but that's the way that I see it. It looks like you're a more svelte kind of guy. Um, now, old pictures. No worries, man. At least you're honest about it. You start out and you're searching for facts, and then you start chasing feelings because you feel a certain way. You see something, and the next thing you know, you're watching video after video, and you're kind of hooked into the platform. And there's nothing wrong with learning. I mean, I understand that. And sometimes that's what this channel is about. I mean, whether it's about what you should do with chicks, what you shouldn't do with chicks, where you should go, what you shouldn't do, and all that kind of stuff. And what I find is really, I don't know if it's what I would say is it's humorous, but I started out doing videos where I just went places and did things and showed things. And then I morphed into talking about chicks, and then I kind of morphed into, traveling places again, and then I came back and, I'm like, listen, I don't want to travel all that much, and I don't want to walk around all the time. That's why I'm sitting in a coffee shop, because I don't want to do that all the time, right? I mean, it just gets tiring sometimes. And I try to put in travel videos. I put one up the other day about Calipe, and they do worse than me sitting in front of the camera and just saying, this is what you should do in Thailand, this is what you shouldn't do in Thailand. What happens if somebody dies in Thailand? I get a bundle of views. I get a fair amount of views. I'm not getting the views I used to get, but okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know if you spend too much time. To me, if you treat it as it's TV, if you're spending like 3 or 4 hours a day on TV, maybe on the weekends you do it once, but like if you're doing it every day, you come home and you just sit there, it just doesn't seem right. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot less hassle, and I understand people want to see me in different places, or other people they want to see in different places. They want to see people going out. They want to live vicariously through me, but that's why sometimes I put up the travel videos, and then they don't even do as well. Really, they don't do as well. And I have another Calipe video coming up, and I probably have another one after that coming up. I have like 3 videos, but I don't put them up one after another because people just don't watch them. I don't know why. Maybe I get 500 or 1,000 views compared to like 5,000. Yeah, well, what I will say about YouTube is for all the money that they've put into the system, first of all, they said a couple of years ago, it was like maybe 2-3 years ago, they said they still weren't, Google said they were not turning a profit from YouTube. Now, if you go to a YouTube headquarters, because I know a couple of people that have gone to them, and I know one person that went there because he has quite a few viewers. He went in Japan. And he said, they basically laid the red carpet out for him. Man, you went into the place and you go, oh my God, they spent money, real money. We're not talking about, they spent, $800,000. No, they spent like $80 million, Make all my money on YouTube through live streams. People barely watch my videos, so barely any money from ads, but let me make exactly what I want to make. Yeah. Now, I got to say, look, today, I haven't had one contribution, and, whatever, that's all right. If I don't get a donation, whatever, it helps people go to my videos, I would think. If I make money, one day maybe I make 75 bucks, 100 bucks. Well, okay, great. And then another day I don't make anything. Okay, that's the way it is. sometimes, sometimes I'm like, listen, when I'm out busting my ass, I'm out there busting my ass. I'm like, here I am. I'm sweating. I'm dying. I'm going here and going there. Man, I've been to Burma. I've been to shitholes in Burma and Bangladesh and all over the place. And I didn't make much money on the live streams. And I'm like, what's going on? Now I don't care. I don't care anymore. I mean, it's nice. Yeah, okay. You know. But it's not the only thing. And, that's the thing. Like I said, I will say, I do make money from my videos. And I make more than what happened. I don't know exactly what happened, but it was like they flipped the switch. And next thing I know, I'm getting, 65,000, 70,000 views, 40,000 views. And I'm like, whoa, how come all of a sudden this started again? And I'm like, am I doing something different? And I thought, well, maybe. But then I started making, 50 bucks, 100 bucks off of one video after a couple of months. So you would think if you're live streaming and you're making money, oh, well, that's the way to go. And sometimes it is. But sometimes you don't make anything. Sometimes you're spending your time live streaming. You got to be there. And that's why, there is consideration to not live stream. And before I would have thought, oh, this is the way to go, because when I started out live streaming, listen, I made good money. Yeah, I've heard that before, but you're not here. I can talk to people fairly easily, but for the most part, I don't really want to. I'd rather talk to my wife, even if she doesn't listen sometimes. I'd rather talk to my kids. I'd rather be at home alone, talk to myself, I mean, because I don't have that much to talk about once I'm done, like here. This is like a purge. And that's the thing. Maybe you guys watch my videos because you go, oh, wow, these are great videos. But maybe you watch because of me also. And that is something that's hard to calculate, And sometimes people feel connected to you for whatever reason. I've had people come in here for 5, 10 years. I still have people that have been here from the beginning. And I have some people that have been here for 8, 10 years. And some people, they're here for a year or two, then I just don't hear from them. And then they come back 3, 4 years later. Hey man, you're still making videos. Yeah, I'm still making videos. But now generally, I told myself I'm gonna upload on Tuesday and Saturday, and I stream on Monday and Thursday. That way, I never miss a fight on Sunday. It turned out the last fight with Aspinall and Cyril Gahn was on Saturday night. And what was funny is I fell asleep through the preliminaries, and I woke up and the main event was just starting. So I was like, all right. But I just thought, I'm not going to stream on Sunday. Yeah, some people act like they know me, and I've never met them, which is kind of strange. And some people, they never send me a message, they never comment, and then they'll say, oh, I've been following you for 9 years, I feel like I know you. Well, let me just tell you something. You know a little bit about me, but you don't know me. You really don't know me. Yeah, I think it was an accidental poke for sure. But I think that the fact that it was a foul means that Cyril Gahn loses. He gets a DQ. It was a foul. It caused him not to be able to fight. You can say what you want, but he still can't see. And it's been how many days now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. And he can't see out of that what is it? This eye, I think. Anyway, this is the thing. People say that maybe they think they know me, but that's kind of blurring a boundary where maybe they feel like they're my best friend. And I've had a couple guys who There was a guy in the very beginning, and I'm talking, this is like 12, 13 years ago. He just was like vehement. I'm going to come meet you. Oh, I can't wait. And I'm like going, man, I don't even know this dude. He's never talked to me like, hey, man, how's it going? What's happening? He didn't want to know anything about me. He's just telling me about himself. I thought, I don't want to meet this guy. And that was the first time where I said, if you want to meet me, you need to pay me, because I don't want to meet you. I'm not going across town because I want to meet you. It's just not going to happen. I don't know you, and you sound like a weirdo. So I wanted to safeguard myself. And he was like, oh, well, when I have some money, and but for right now, I'm just going to come and see you. I said, no, I'm not going to come see you. And that was the end of him. So I don't know if he was messing with me or what, but that was pretty weird. I've had a couple people. I've had some death threats. I've had death threats on my family. I've had all kinds of things. And the thing is that, well, yeah, I try to be as straightforward as possible. I try not to lie about myself. I try not to lie about what I think about something. I try to be, reasonable. I don't want to be, $500 for a tour. You're not allowed to be a tour guide in Thailand, and if they catch you, you're screwed. So I don't do that. I did that a long time ago for a couple of people, and I made some decent money. Yeah, sometimes, but I don't know. Yeah, well, that's the thing. And I've done it a couple of times where people wanted to meet me, and I just go, sorry, it's $60 an hour, and that's cheap to me. And if I'm going to have to go travel, well then, sorry, you get charged for 3 hours or something like that. Yeah, no, you can say it's a consultation, but I don't want to have to, well, first of all, I don't want to take people on a tour. I'll make their itinerary. Listen, I saw a guy, for a weekend, he charges $500. For a week, he charges $800. For 2 weeks, he charges $1,200, and for like a month, he charges $1,500. He comes up with an itinerary for you, and I'm like, this is what I do all the time, but I don't want to have to like tell people, okay, well, give me $800 for the week. It's just stupid to me, Listen, I understand you make money, but people make money. They do make money from ads. I'll have to come to my train station. I'm going, yeah, exactly. You're not. Why should I go to them? So now I'll tell you what. I'm meeting Charles today. Now, Charles has been coming on the channel for a long time, and he seems like a good guy. And I just thought, I'll come see this guy. He was in kind of far away, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna meet him. I'm gonna meet him halfway, because it's only fair. And I'm like, okay, well, I like to meet him. Now, most of the time, I don't want to meet anybody. No offense to anybody, but I just don't want to meet people that I don't know, because you might be some wacko, or you might be, I don't know what you are. That's the thing. If we were friends naturally, Jono, Billy, Carnivore Chronicles, these guys have made friendships with me over time. They've taken their time, and we've gotten to know each other. And it's not a YouTube thing. Now, it's definitely not a YouTube thing anymore. For me, it's just it's a hobby. It is a hobby now. And this is the thing. You don't want somebody, even Chuck told me, if you guys remember Chuck, he hasn't been on in a while, but I used to bring him on. And, hell of a nice guy. He's always been great with me. But thanks, Charles. There he is. How you doing? I'll see you in a little bit. I don't remember what I was going to say. No, I had one a while back, and then I remembered who he was, and I said, you're lucky I don't beat the shit out of you, because I didn't like him. And then he was like, oh, I'm sorry, we're just joking, we're just joking. That was Ricky Drama. And then he saw me on the street in Sukhumvit. This is a couple of years ago. And you know, like to me, I'm like, he's not worth me going to jail. Because believe me, when I remembered who he was, I thought, oh, this son of a bitch. You know, he was an idiot, really. And you know, you don't have to be an idiot. You know, you just be decent. That's all you got to do. Just be decent. And you know, to be honest, he wasn't that bad. But he was, in the beginning, he was a bit of an asshole. So that's the thing. He came walking into Starbucks like he knew me, like I was his best friend. And I'm like, I don't know who you are. What are you calling my name out, screaming? There's nobody in Starbucks. All the girls are there that I know. I was, you know, talking to him that day. I'm streaming. He comes in. Oh, Scott, I can't believe it. Legend. Oh. I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. Have you no tact? Have you no class? You know? I mean, I know I come off as a little abrupt and abrasive at times, but when I go to places, I can definitely go to places and carry my own when it comes to having class. You know, I mean, if I feel that uncomfortable, I just don't speak. And I speak about what I know, and that's it. You know. Addiction versus discipline. Yeah. I've seen creators go from passionate to possessed. And to me, this is the thing. To be completely honest, I use my phone, and I've said this a million times. I use it to be a phone. I use it as a radio because I have Spotify on it. And I use it sometimes to watch something on YouTube. Not very often. And I use it to go onto the browser and like look for something like, you know, an airline ticket or something like that. It's a tool. To me, it's a tool. If I couldn't do YouTube, I don't care about Facebook. I don't care about Instagram. I don't care about Twitter. They're just a means to put my video out there. That's it. That's all they are. I want to live offline. And what happens is people, they get caught up and they don't live offline. They live online, and they're always on. They're always acting as if they're the character that they've created. Every moment is content. Every thought might be a post, you know. And when you think about it, YouTube rewards obsession. They want the viewer to be obsessed with you. They don't reward balance. And one of the best things that somebody said to me, this was Carnivore Chronicles. He said, I think I'm going off of YouTube for a while. He goes, I think I'm on way too much. And I know he's not off all the way right now. And by the way, bon voyage. He's leaving today, so you have a good trip back. But I respected that, and Jono's done the same thing. A lot of other people have done it. I mean, even Billy. Listen, Billy used to be in the streams every single stream. Now he's not, and you know what? That's okay. Because he's not obsessed. He's not obsessed. Oh, what is Scott going to say now? Oh, Scott's streaming. Scott's got a video. Oh, God, man. I don't want anybody that obsessed with me. I got my own life. I got my life offline. And to me, offline is much more important than online. And, you know, the problem is that when you're uploading and you're gaining subscribers, and the more you upload, the more you grow. And if you rest, then your channel slowly starts fading, and that is kind of the trap. So you got to be kind of disciplined, and that's why now I just put up 2 videos a week. And maybe, thank you very much, LCTR. Give him a thumbs up there. Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what? I can do this here. Let me see here. I want to keep this thing charged. I want to leave it. What time is it now? It is 9:30. I want to leave in about 10 minutes. And then I get out of here. That should be good there. Let's see. We're just going to walk over in a few minutes. That's the path, is the discipline. I may cut it down to one video a week and one stream a month or every 3 months. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know yet. But you know, it's kind of to me, it's kind of like a part-time job, part-time hobby. And you know, when I was a kid, I used to make model airplanes, model ships, model this, model that. I could do it now, but I don't know. I don't know if I'd really get into it that much. I used to work as a photographer. The last time I've taken a photo with a camera is probably 2 years ago, because I just don't feel like doing it. And it has nothing to do with my feelings. It's about, I want to do other things, you know. And before, maybe I used to stream every single day. I don't want to do that anymore. There's no way. And because people get burnt out. And that's how you get burnt out, is by streaming, you know, every single day. And I don't want it to become like a drug. I never want that with YouTube. I don't want it to be like a drug where I'm obsessed and I go, oh, I'm so into it. I don't want that. And I don't want that from you guys. If you guys tell me, oh, I watch it, every single one. I never miss you. You're the greatest. Oh, God. Mellow out, dude. Take it easy. You know, I'm just like you are. Listen, even celebrities, you think about it, big celebrities. Okay, they may wear a cologne that's more expensive than the one you wear. They may have a house that's better than your house. They may not. But they probably do, right? They may be driving around in a Jaguar. You can't afford anything but your Pinto. I don't know. But at the end of the day, if you sat down and broke bread with them at McDonald's or something like that, you'd still be, what is this? I want to paraglide. Not me. You sit down and have McDonald's with them, or it could be a nice restaurant. If you've been to any nice restaurants, you know, hey, this is what I'm going to do. Okay, this is cool. So you want it to sustain you. You want, you know, the thing is that you want to be sustained with whatever you're doing. And quite honestly, whatever you're doing, if you're doing it with the right balance, and you know, they say work-life balance, and to be honest, when I look at it, if I was to go into a place and I said to them, oh, I want to make sure I have the right work-life balance, that's not their responsibility. It's not their responsibility to have that balance, okay? That's your responsibility. Just like with YouTube, it's not my responsibility. If you want to watch every single video, I've got like 1,500 videos and streams. You want to watch all of them? Have at it. It's on you. It's not on me. Oh, you made the videos, so now I've got to watch them. You're the problem. I don't think so. I don't think that way. So it's your responsibility, you know. It's your responsibility to keep it in check. We're going to walk over there right now, so let me just... Motherfucker. Let me just do this here. God, my shoulder's just dying, man. Alrighty. Nice place here. They got Jimi Hendrix up there. They got all these old-time people. They got John L. Sullivan, Jimi Hendrix. Pretty cool. This is a kind of a eclectic, kind of weird place. Let's see here. But we're gonna go. Look at all these. I don't know what they're doing with this stuff. Maybe this is where they teach people. I don't know. Really cool though. All right, what is this? This is the barber. Can I get through here? You want to go this way? I'll go this way. So you can see it. See, they have the second floor up there. And I guess people, I don't know if they're working up there or being taught up there. It's hard to see. There's the wine connection. You see they have the second floor up here and up here. It looks like they got a lot of equipment and stuff. So this place is like, they have very little room to sit down and to chill out, but they got a lot of room for all their junk, all their machinery. All right, now I think the coffee shop is right up ahead here. Yeah, right next door. So I'm gonna come over here and have another coffee. Well, we could take a little walk around, a little stroll for a couple of minutes. Wow. 1-2 Coffee Company. I've been here before and I forgot about it, but I've been here before. The one and only Bangkok bank that so many foreigners seem to dislike. What is this over here? Another 1-2 Coffee? What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Uno Coffee Company. You know, in the mall, I'll be honest, in the mall, there is Black Canyon Coffee, there is 1-2 Coffee Company, there is Starbucks, and there is Pacamara. And that's it. There are not other coffee shops. And they've taken them all out. And I'm like, why? Oh, this is where maybe where it used to be. I don't know. No, it's another coffee shop. Holy moly. Wow, 1-2 Coffee. Well, if you're watching, Charles, that's not the 1-2 Coffee. The 1-2 Coffee that we want is right over here. I don't even remember this place, to be honest. I remember it, but I don't remember what's in here or anything like that. Here's a Cafe Amazon, which is now as a fine connoisseur of coffee. This old man is looking at me like, what are you doing? There's the SkyTrain. You can see it right there. But as a connoisseur of coffee, I don't really appreciate Cafe Amazon's coffee. All right, let's go in here. Get some coffee. All right, what do I want? What do I want? What do I want? Espresso long, flat white, cappuccino. I don't want a dirty coffee. Well, that's pretty funny, Robert. Oh, espresso long cup. Cup.
เป็นไลท์โรสมีเดียมโรสอะไร
มีดอกไหม
จ้า
แป๊บหนึง
เบียร์ออก
Here.
55 บาท
ครับประมาณครับ Alrighty. Where can I sit? Right over here. This is a pretty Spartan establishment. Whew, I am bald. You can see the shine on my head. Oh, God. What is this? Vietnamese press, French press like crank. That's around the corner from my place. Oh, man, my shoulder is killing me today. 1, 2, oh yeah, I saw that. What are we doing? No, we're not going on a coffee tour. I'm just moving because I'm supposed to meet somebody shortly. As soon as he gets here, the stream is over. But in the other place is a little bit hidden. This place is kind of right on the main road. Oh, he didn't give me anything to, he didn't give me a little buzzer or a receipt. He didn't give me anything. Maybe that's because I'm here. These people, they do so much business through Grab. You know what? I need to look at this. I'm not finished, but they do so much business through Grab. Oh. That one hurt. So let's see here. Where was I? Oh yeah, well see, my notes say that YouTube's algorithm is the smartest addiction machine that's ever been built, and I believe that. It watches what you watch, when you watch, how long you hover, what you skip. It knows your habits better than you do, which is kind of scary when you think about it. It can predict what you're going to click next, and 9 times out of 10 it's right. That's not coincidence. That's them using the data. And creators like me are forced to adapt or disappear, which maybe. I don't necessarily agree with that. What did I get? An espresso? Yeah. Because one way or the other, I'll be all right. With or without YouTube. You know, and some people are like, oh, you said you were going to quit. Oh, you said you weren't going to do this. You weren't going to do that. Yeah. Okay, so you break up with a girl, you say you're not going to go back with her, and then, you know, the next day you're over there banging her. I mean, so what's the difference? The game never ends because, you know, that's the thing. People, now here's the thing about YouTube that people forget. They're getting more and more and more and more and more information. And because of that, they need more and more and more and more space. So you think about their storage. Here comes my espresso. You think about the storage space that they use. What's it going to be like in 25 years? That's pretty scary. Now maybe they'll be able to minimize it. I don't know. Cup. Hey. She forgot. I hope she's not bringing me sugar. Thank you. Very nice of her. Now, they have the same, this is the same cup that I have. I know where they bought it, or it might be where they bought it, but mine is orange, theirs is green. Now, YouTube is constantly, it's always at work, if you think about it. Always at work. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It never sleeps. There are people from all over the world uploading stuff, and so you think about all the space that it uses and all the energy and the people that are behind it and all that. It's pretty wild when you think about it. But both sides, creator and viewer, are kind of hooked on YouTube. I'm really hesitant to say that I'm hooked. I'll say that it's something that I like to do, and that I'll put some time and energy into it, but I'm not going to give it everything. I'm not going to give it 1,000% and be sitting there working 80 hours a week trying to put up the best videos and the best this and the best that. And some guys, that's what they do. And maybe I think that's what Mr. Beast did. I think he had like 50 videos up before he ever made any kind of leeway. And he just was making shit videos. That's what he said, I think. I don't really remember. I haven't watched him in a couple of years, but I think I vaguely remember him saying that. And, you know, you guys, the ones who watch, you're the ones who feed the algorithm, who keep the cogs spinning, and the creators are the ones who have to feed into it, and the machine just keeps getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And you know, you can say, oh well, all the intent is bad, everything you're doing, YouTube is bad. Nah, it's not really bad. You know, if you want to learn, if you want to grow, if you want to be inspired, then it can serve as fuel for you. I think when you get caught up and it's your everything, you're sitting there all day long, and that's all you do is watch you. That's too much. And I think if you're like online 4 hours a day watching YouTube, I think it's way too much. That's just my own opinion. You may think otherwise, and I'm curious to know. Facebook is messed up. Somehow I triggered some Polish algorithm. I got nothing but Polish everything in my feed. Like, seriously, yeah. I saw some Polish, I forget what it was. It was about gangs or something in Netflix. And I looked at it once, and now I see that particular video all the time, and I'm like, I don't want to see it. I don't want to watch some Polish freaking video. Even though it might be good, I don't want to watch it. I just don't want to have to look at it. You know. Knowing why you're watching is kind of what makes the difference. And as a creator, my goal is usually, most of the time, it's to add value to your lives, not necessarily noise and junk. And I know sometimes I may do that, but that's not my goal. My goal is to, if you're going to go somewhere, to see it and go, wow, I'd like to go to that place. And now I'll tell you how I feel, and this is the honest truth. If I go somewhere, we were going to go to Kalanta, and my wife is like, okay, check it out. I checked it out, and hey, great place. But it's got a little more people than I kind of want. Guadalupe has less, but I don't want to go back there right now because I just came from there. So I'm looking for somewhere else. Kalmuk, I don't know, wherever it is, right? And I think about it, and the thing is if I am suggesting places to go that are off the beaten track, they won't be off the beaten track for very long. So, you know, I don't know how gung-ho I am about putting that kind of stuff up. I can tell you about places, but to show you and put a video up on it and get people inspired about it, or going, oh my God, that looks so beautiful, I gotta go there. I don't know that I want to do that. You know, what is this about the van boys? Finally quit suggesting something the van boys kids you like so much. Oh God. That guy was an idiot. The one guy is kind of an idiot. And you know, hey man. But you know, there is a genius behind some of their idiocy. But like when he was here in Thailand talking about kratom, I'm so wasted, man. Wow. I'm like, oh my God, come on. I know all about kratom. You know, I don't drink it now. I don't eat it or any of that stuff. But I've done it. Plenty. I've done it enough. And I know you don't get that wasted from it unless you drink like 3 bottles, and then you might be like, but if you're just drinking like a bottle of it, he's drinking like a small bottle. If you drink like 2 liters of it, yeah, you're gonna feel it, but you're not gonna be like, wow, man, I'm so wasted. Like, I just like smoked like 10 joints, man. That's not how it is. If you're staring at if you're staring at a screen and it's a blank screen, well then get off of YouTube. get off of anything you're staring at. You're just going. You've lost control. Yeah, I mean, listen, that guy. You know what? You look at what I'm trying to think of some of the old guys. Fun with Lewis. There used to be the Australian guy who was with his girlfriend who he broke up with. Then he had another girlfriend. I don't even know if he's still with her. Ben something or other. What the hell was his name? I don't remember. But there was a couple of guys out there. And I thought, oh wow, man, they got 2 million viewers. And then, you know, like the next month, they're like, oh my God, I'm just doing too many videos. It's too much work. I don't know, I could. And here they are traveling all over the world. And, you know, the thing is, it costs you money. I know, it costs you money. You go travel. Listen, I went to Guadalupe. I spent like 30,000 baht. That's $1,000. I spent $1,000 there for like 5 days. Now, I didn't have to. Nah, really, I probably spent about 7 or 8. But still, you know, you think about it. How many people can afford to shell out $800 every month, every other month, even every 3 months? That's money you could be saving. That's how I look at it now. I could be saving that money. You know, my wife was like, where are we going to go? I go, I thought we were just going to stay home. Alex has 2 weeks off over Christmas. He has 2 weeks off. She's like, where are we going to go? I go, I don't know. You tell me. You know. Because I don't really want to go somewhere. I'll go to Koh Lanta or I'll go to some other island or something like that. But that's it. I don't want to go anywhere else, really, because we're going to go on a long journey. We're going to go, I don't know, Greece, Italy, Malta. I'm not sure yet, but we're going to go somewhere, and then maybe we'll go to, I don't know if we'll go anywhere else in Europe, and then we'll go to America, and we'll go to Florida, and then from there, maybe we'll go to Ecuador. I don't know. Depends. But anyway, YouTube is a mirror. It shows us exactly what we want and sometimes what we're trying to avoid. And when you watch it endlessly, it's not always because the content is too good. It's maybe because that life outside the screen feels a little too dull, a little too stressful, there's a little uncertainty creeping in. But the hard truth is that sometimes you spend time escaping life, and that time you're spending escaping your life, I mean, listen, I'm the same way, then the less you're living it. If I just said, I'm going to this place, I got tickets, I'm there tomorrow. Okay, great. But I plan trips, and out of every trip I plan, out of 10 trips, maybe I go on 2. I wish I didn't do that. But I get it in my head, I gotta go to this place, I gotta go to that place, or I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna do that. Now I'm like, I think I'm gonna go, and all I'll do is I'll just do a live stream from wherever and pick a beautiful location to stream from. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna make any videos. That'll be my 1 stream per 3 months, or 1 stream per 2 months, or whatever it is. So, anyway, you know, you document your life. And then what happens is you're not really living your life. You're just trying to document it. That's the real danger. You kind of trade your real experience for digital experience. And I don't like doing that. And after 12 plus years of doing this, I've learned that the only way to really survive mentally and creatively, emotionally, is to just stay conscious of what's happening and use the platform and don't let it use me, which is pretty easy for me now because, you know, when you think about something, if you care about like, man, I gotta get laid. Oh, I gotta get laid. Oh, that girl, she's so hot. I gotta nail her. Oh, I gotta be with her. Oh, I wanna make that girl my girlfriend. When you care that much, you care too much. And it's the same thing with YouTube. You look at YouTube and you go, oh man, I gotta watch this. Oh, I'm gonna watch that. Oh, I'll watch this, I'll watch that. And before you know it, you're on for, like I said, 4 hours, 8 hours, whatever you're on for. If you stop giving the woman the power, the vagina the power, and you started thinking, hey, whatever happens, happens. I'm here for the ride. You know, you do that with YouTube, you're gonna get the same experience. You know, you don't give, that's the balance. You don't give any one thing too much weight. It's so important to you. And sometimes there are some things that you should be obsessed with, but not very many, okay? Viewers and creators are in the same boat, and the only difference is one is rowing and the other one is drifting. And you kind of got to ask yourself, well, which one are you? Because if you're watching to learn, to connect, to grow, then that's good. You keep at it. And if you're watching because you can't stop, then it's time to just say, you know what, this is not my whole life. YouTube is not everything. Facebook is not everything. Instagram is not everything. And Twitter certainly is not everything. Or X, whatever you want to call it. It's not everything. And you know, now, I mean, I look at Facebook, and Facebook is a place, listen, I got a handful of friends on Facebook. And out of all those friends, if I have, let's say I have 50 friends, I'd say probably 35. No, oh, you walk straight out to the main road. I just was in Fat Coffee. You walk straight out to the main road in front of the wine connection, and you should see it. I don't remember what I was saying. I'm off the track here, but then you need to take a step back, because your life is not all about YouTube. Get offline. That's my message. That's the whole reason for this. Get offline. Don't watch me. Don't watch all the other YouTubers. I know a lot of people, they come on, they watch me, and then they go to another Thailand YouTuber. Oh, I gotta watch all this Thai content. They're probably watching 4 or 5 hours a day minimum. Get off. Oh, I gotta go on and see. No, get the fuck off. Live your life. Live your life, man. And then if you get really big and you get really important, you gain a lot of money, you pay somebody to take care of your social media. That's it. It's as easy as that. All right, listen, I gotta go. Do me a favor, if you like this live stream, hit like. And if you want to check out my book, The Expat Survival Guide, Living Smart in Thailand, you can find it in the link below in the description, or you can go to my website at anamericaninbangkok.com. Like I said, remember to hit the like button, hit the notification bell, support the channel by clicking the join button down below. It's only $1.99. That's not much, and quite frankly, it's nice to have it, but if you can't afford it or you don't want to give it, I understand. And then if you want to message me, anamericaninbangkok@gmail.com. That is all I have. Until next time, I am Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok, and I will see you when I see you, whenever that is. I don't know. Maybe it's Sunday, maybe it's not. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, Chok Di, Leo Jerkan Mai, which is good luck and see you again. I'm going to meet up with Charles. I'm looking forward to meeting him. He should be here any second. So I will talk to you guys later. See ya.